Hey everybody, it's your girl Del Lynn, better known as Queen Dales, and I'm coming to you today to talk to you a little bit about trainers. Do you need a trainer? Do you want a trainer? Are trainers important? We'll talk about that. So sometimes trainers get a bad rep. It depends on the trainer and it depends on where you hear about them from, because you got like two different types of trainers. You have the social media famous trainer who's in shape, they're buff, but you've never seen any of their clients. You don't even know if they really have clientele. They know how to work out their bodies, but they've never really worked out different clients for different results and goals. Then you've got the trainer like the one I have. Okay, so my trainer is a superhero to me because he helped transform my body basically, which in turn transformed my life. So you're gonna hear me use his name and talk about him a lot in this video. And his name is LoRon. Hey bro. I always talk about him because he's such a very important part of my journey. I'm dedicating this entire video to him in gratitude for the progress that I've made. And when I tell you guys, trainers will change your life. If you get you a good one, they really will. The reason why I decided to get a trainer was because at some point in the journey, you begin to kind of hit a wall. Sometimes some people hit the wall at the very beginning of their journey. They need the motivation, they need the encouragement. Some people like me, you get going and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, I know I can do more, but I just don't know where to begin. Trainers are really good because they are supposed to know a little bit more than you about the gym and about fitness and about your body. The thing I loved about my trainer and the journey that I was going to be on was that even though he is, super swole and he's cut and he does like bodybuilding competitions and all that stuff, I was looking for someone that could help me with my goals. My goals are not to be, ripped and all that kind of stuff. At the beginning, I really was focusing on fat loss. So I needed someone that could understand what my goals are. So the first thing you're looking for when you find a trainer is not someone that's just big and buff and swole. It's someone that understands where you're going. That's the first thing he asked me. What do you want to do? Where are you trying to go? And so when I got with the trainer, I wasn't at my heaviest of 300 pounds. I was about 250 last year when he and I started working together. I called him, I picked up the phone, I got the nerve to call him. First thing he wanted to know is, what are your goals? Instantly, I was impressed because it wasn't, oh yeah, I can help you. How can you help me if you don't know where I'm trying to get? So he asked me where my goals were, and then that's when he said, listen, I'll call you back. Let me work on a plan for you, then I'll call you back. And that's exactly what he did. He called me back, and then we got to work immediately. The thing about calling a trainer and getting in contact with the trainer is you got to do it like right then and there. I'm the type of person that if I talk about it, I'm not going to be about it. So instead of talking about it, I just did it. I said, you know what? I was actually on vacation with my family, and I was like, I really need to call a trainer. I had heard about him from a family member, and then I immediately picked up the phone and I called him. Don't put it off. If you say you're going to call a trainer or you say you're going to get a gym membership, just do it right then and there. People always say, I don't want a trainer because I can't afford a trainer. No, they're not cheap. But that's actually towards your benefit, because not everybody, but some of us, we don't waste our money. Like me, I don't waste my coins. And so because I don't waste my money, having this trainer and having to pay him, whatever his rate was, it made me more disciplined. It made me get up. It made me do the workouts. So when I first started with LoRon, we did not meet face to face. We actually did virtual training. He customized the plan for me, and I made sure that I did what I was supposed to do. So that's the catch here. You can get a trainer all day long. If you're not doing what they tell you to do, you're not going to see the results. And typically, most of us are not accountable to anyone. So we say that it wasn't a good trainer. That trainer doesn't know what he's doing. No, it's because I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. So I set off from the beginning. I said, I'm going to do exactly what he tells me to do so I can maximize my results. My husband actually has a podcast called Metamorphosis, The Power to Change, and he interviewed LoRon on the podcast, and he will tell you that one of the main reasons why we work so well together is I do what he tells me to do. It hurts, I do what he tells me to do. I gotta be up early, I do what he tells me to do. I gotta go to bed late, y'all get it, I do what he tells me to do. He knows what he's talking about. I pay him because I trust him, so I do what he tells me to do. Y'all got it. So his first part of the routine that we did was an 8-week program. 4 weeks doing the same routine, every day, then another 4 weeks of doing the routine. And he was accessible and available. That's what you want in a trainer. You want to find a trainer that is available for you. You want to find a trainer that you can, call and say, hey, am I doing this right? Is this how it's supposed to go? If I have to FaceTime him or show him, a picture of the machine that I'm using, is this the machine that you're talking about? That's what you want. You want a trainer that you can do that with. Now, you might be watching this and say, listen, I need somebody in the gym with me right there. I'm not that disciplined. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know the names of these machines. I need somebody there. Get your trainer that can do that. That's what I did. LoRon and I actually started meeting maybe 4 or 5 months after the initial consultation and the initial program got started. We started meeting because I felt like I needed to go further. I wanted to see what my body could do. I wanted to make sure I was using the machines correctly. And I just kind of wanted to push myself. So we started meeting twice a week for an hour every meet. That was life-changing. He was checking my form. If I did a burpee and I was like halfway on the ground, halfway off, he was like, that wasn't a complete one, do it all over again. He does things like he'll say, Dale, one more set. And I'm like, okay, I could do one more set. Then after that last set, he'll go, no, I think you could do one more set. And I'm like, really, bro? He has shown me that I can do more than what I think I can. LoRon is very encouraging. Find a trainer that encourages you, not that pacifies you. You know, he doesn't always pat me on the back and go, good job for like the stupidest or the smallest things, but he's very encouraging. He lets me know when I'm doing things correctly. He lets me know when he's proud of my progress. He lets me know that he sees my progress. To be quite honest with you, having a trainer is kind of like you being a little child and they being the parent a little bit when you're in the gym, because you just want affirmation. You want to know that you're doing the right thing. And so having a trainer has really helped me with that. So not only has it helped me push myself, not only has it reminded me that mentally I can do more than I can, but physically, a trainer will get you right. My trainer has me doing pictures. So every 8 weeks, I take progress pictures. And these are the progress pictures that I took over the course of the last year. You take progress pictures so you can see the results. I'm pretty sure if LoRon could, he would probably tell me to throw my scale in the trash, because he hates the scale, because my mind is programmed on looking at the scale. He was like, Dale, just put in the work and then you'll see the results. He could not be any more right. Like, that is the truest statement ever. We take my measurements every 8 weeks and we take my pictures every 8 weeks. And that's where I see the results. Yeah, the scale, trust me, the scale was moving. I've lost like a little bit under 110, 120 pounds since I started working with him. And the scale, it's moving, obviously. But for those days where it's really not, moving, and 2 pounds don't seem like a lot. But man, when you see those curves coming in, or when you see, your body sculpting and shaping up a little bit differently, you'll start noticing that. And that's where you start feeling the reward. So the reward isn't the scale moving. It's really seeing your body transform and shift. And that's what having a trainer did for me. One day I remember calling LoRon at the gym and I was in tears. And I was like, bro, you gave me this workout, and I'm gonna show you the workout here. That's the one he gave me, and I could not complete it. And I was like, you gave me this workout. Are you setting me up to fail? He was like, no, I'm not even worried about you completing the workout in the beginning. I just want you to go hard. I just want you to give it your best. The moment that set in and I realized it wasn't about completing the workout, it was just doing the best that I could, I was like, okay, I'm up for the challenge. This is a 4-week program. I'm gonna do the same workout every Monday. By week 4, I'm gonna get it down pat and I'm gonna have it. And I'm not gonna be able to just do 7 burpees at the time. I'm gonna do all 50 of these bad boys. And guess what? I can do a good 100. Not to pat myself on the back, but yeah, that's the type of feeling that you get when you work out with the trainer and you find yourself pushing yourself and motivating yourself. You feel pride, you feel excited because you see growth and you see the transformation right before your very eyes. So when you find a trainer that you want, or you find a trainer that you can gel with, trust me, you're going to see the results. It's going to change your life. And listen, if you meet up with the trainer and you just feel like, you know what, I don't really gel really well with their personality, maybe they're too loud for you or their approach is too quiet for you, they're not going to change their approach for you. But from the very beginning, you can pick and see, okay, me and them, they just don't really gel well. Look at their results. Look at the clients that they've had prior to you. Look at their bodies. Look at what they eat. If you know this trainer personally and you spend time with them, look at what they're putting in their bodies. Is this somebody that you want to train you? These are all kinds of factors that you should be thinking about when you're considering, do I really need a trainer? I would say if you're trying to lose a good amount of weight, or you're trying to sculpt your body and get it in shape, unless you're like a YouTube guru and you can stay up all night studying, trainers online, I would say get a trainer. It's going to cost you a little bit of money, but the investment is so worth it. And every time I make that PayPal transaction and I pay him, I think to myself, am I going to waste my money? No, I'm about to put in some work. And now I've gotten to the point to where even though we don't meet consistently, we're about to start back up again. But even though right now after my surgery, we haven't really met consistently, I still have that same work ethic that was instilled in me from the very beginning. Don't worry about completing the workout. Just go hard. Just give it your all. When you walk out of the gym, just know you gave it your all. Prior to the trainer, I was going on the treadmill 30 minutes, walking slow. Just taking my time, pacing myself. And then I get off and be like, woo, yeah, I worked up a sweat today. Didn't do nothing. Once I met with the trainer, I thought I was gonna die. And he just kind of looks at me with this smirk like, but did you die? You're not gonna die, you're gonna be good. Get you a trainer, find someone that you can work out with, and they can motivate you and they can inspire you and they can give you encouragement. But the only thing they cannot give you is the willpower and discipline. That's all on you. If you have any questions or comments for me, feel free to drop them down below. I'm also on Instagram at Queen Dales. Check me out there so we can communicate and maybe I can help you on your journey as well. Or if you want more information about my trainer, his information is in the description box below. Find you a trainer that works best for you, and I'll catch you later. Y'all have a good one. Bye.